In a quiet village tucked between lush green fields, there lived a humble couple. They didn't own much, just a small plot of land, a few farm animals, and most importantly, a home filled with love. Their days were simple, tending the fields in the morning, caring for the barn in the afternoon, and sharing warm meals together in the evening. Their barn housed a hard-working horse, a gentle sheep, and a wise old cow. Yet, behind that picture-perfect peace was a tiny but troublesome presence, a rat. It scurried through the shadows, sneaking into the kitchen, gnawing holes in rice sacks, stealing crumbs, and making rustling sounds that kept the wife up at night. At first, the couple tried to ignore it, thinking it was just a nuisance. But the rat grew bolder. And one day, the wife had enough. "This is unbearable. It's chewing through everything," she exclaimed. Her husband quietly nodded, but in his eyes, a firm resolve began to form. That afternoon, he went to the village market and returned with a shiny, solid metal rat trap. They set it by the kitchen wall and went to bed, hoping this would end the problem. But they didn't know, the rat had heard everything. Tucked behind the wall, the rat trembled in fear. It had seen the trap, had heard the snap of metal. Its tiny heart pounded. If it didn't act fast, that trap could spell its end. Panicked, the rat ran from the house into the barn. First, it approached the horse. "Brother horse," the rat panted, "there's a trap in the house. It's meant for me, but I might die. Please, help me." The horse raised its head slowly, calm and unconcerned. "A rat trap? That's unfortunate, but it's none of my concern. I'm too big to be caught by such a thing." And he went back to chewing hay. Unfazed, the rat didn't give up. It rushed to the sheep. "Sister sheep, please, there's a trap inside the house. I'm scared. What if I get caught?" The sheep took a step back. "That's sad, little one, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. The trap doesn't concern me." Shaking, the rat turned to the cow, the oldest, kindest creature in the barn. "Mother cow," it pleaded, "I beg you, there's a trap in the house. I could die. Please help me." The cow let out a long sigh. "Child, I understand your fear, but I am not in danger. I cannot get involved in every small creature's worry." And so, the rat returned to its hiding place. Heartbroken and alone, it had asked for help, not for revenge, but no one had cared enough to listen. That night, the house was still. Everyone was asleep, except the rat, its eyes fixed on the gleaming trap by the wall. Dreading what might come, the silence was suddenly broken by a loud snap. But it wasn't the rat that had been caught. A venomous snake had slithered into the kitchen and its tail had triggered the trap. It hissed and thrashed violently. Caught but not killed. Hearing the noise, the wife got up and approached the kitchen, lantern in hand. In the dim light, she didn't see the snake. She stepped closer, and in a flash, the snake struck. Its fangs sank deep into her leg. She screamed and collapsed. The husband rushed to her, crying her name. He carried her in his arms, running through the village streets, calling for help. Neighbors came out, lanterns flickering, voices anxious. The village doctor examined her. His face grew grave. "The venom is strong. She'll need rare medicine, but it's expensive." The husband didn't hesitate. He sold the horse, their most valuable possession, to pay for the cure. The medicine arrived, and for a moment, it seemed to work, but soon the wife weakened again. Fevers came in waves. She slipped in and out of consciousness. The husband sat at her bedside, holding her hand, praying silently, and the rat, hidden behind the wall, watched everything with a heavy heart. This wasn't what it had wanted. Days passed. The wife's condition did not improve. Whispers spread through the village. "Medicine alone isn't enough. Something more is needed." An elder woman spoke gently. "Healing sometimes requires more than science. Offerings, prayers, sacrifice." Desperate, the husband agreed. The next morning, bells rang. In the courtyard, he led out the sheep, the one who had turned away from the rat. An altar had been built. Villagers watched as the man bowed, whispered his pleas to the heavens, and made the sacrifice. Smoke curled into the air. The scent of incense mingled with sorrow. Still, the wife did not recover. And then, one dawn, she was gone. News spread fast. Mourners from nearby villages came to the funeral. The husband, shattered by grief, had one more duty: feeding the guests who came to pay respects. With nothing left, he slaughtered the cow, the gentle creature who had sighed, but done nothing. The horse, the sheep, the cow, all gone. Not because of the rat, but because each had turned their back when it asked for help. After the funeral, the barn was silent. The courtyard was empty. No hooves, no bleating, no familiar shadows. The husband sat alone under the eaves, eyes blank, and from a crack in the wall, the rat watched, silent and mournful. It hadn't meant for any of this to happen. It had begged, not for revenge, but for understanding, and those who once thought they were safe, were now gone. Not because of the rat, but because they believed its problem wasn't theirs. The rat stood still in the quiet house, staring at the empty trap. The barn echoed with absence. Its heart ached, not from fear, but from truth. We often think another's pain is none of our business, that we are too big, too distant, to be affected, but danger to one can become danger to all. Moral of the story: when one of us is in danger, we all are. Never ignore someone's pain just because it isn't your own. A little compassion today might save you tomorrow.